What is going on, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So listen up, man. We currently have Sofi up over 3% in the midst of an overall red day where we have the Dow down 0.4%, the S&P's down 0.2%, the Nasdaq's down 0.1%, and all right, the Russell is up 0.5%, so we do have to give it to the Russell. But overall, we do have the VIX up and all the major indexes, most of them in the U.S., in the red right now as SoFi is pushing up. So we have a lot to break down, charts, indexes, what I'm looking to do. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Just use that link down below. Check out the QR code right here or go to stasurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. Currently it's about 1:45. Let me make my face a bit smaller. There we go. So it's about 1:45 p.m. right now on the East Coast, and we have SoFi here up, like I said, over 3% so far on the day, and we've pretty much been breaking out all day from the opening price, where, by the way, we opened up at around let's see here, $7.25. We broke out right then we consolidated a bit. Then we broke out again. You guys can see we had an ascending triangle. Let me show you guys this. So we can see we had this form earlier in the day, which again, we play, that played out. We broke out. And now we're starting to pull back a bit. In my opinion, we're probably going to see some support at about $7.50, which is right by this 180 SMA on the intraday chart here. And it's also right by that resistance from the first half of the day, which is right at about 745, 750. So if we do come down a little bit more here, which, I mean, guys, we're pretty much there now. But, if we do see some consolidation here, I'd be looking for a bounce afterwards. Potentially. We'll see. That'd be ideal for the bulls there for SoFi. And on the 5-day chart, we are seeing some really good price action here for the bulls. We can see we are breaking out of these moving averages. We have a golden cross, which is awesome. And now it looks like we're heading back to the highs from not Friday, but from Thursday. Thursday morning, we hit $7.64. And ideally this week for the bulls, guys, that level should break. If that level breaks and we start pushing towards $8, excuse me, guys, that'd be what the bulls want to see this week in the very short term, right? And pulling up this 10-day, 30-minute, we can see we have that golden cross as well. We do have now, with today's move of up over 3%, we are breaking out of the 50 SMA, which is awesome. And again, it comes back down. It comes down to this level from a couple of trading days ago, 765. So let me just set one alert there right now. Might as well do that before I forget. Mark is at or above $7.65. There we go. And let's see here. The next one's probably going to go at $8 per share. But let me see here. Let me pull up this 20-day chart. And yeah, this is another thing worth mentioning here. Notice what we have forming on this 20-day 1-hour chart. Do you guys see this? We have an inverse head and shoulders. Let me show you this right here, which, let me draw that out. Boom, left shoulder. We got the head right here. If this wants to work, come on, there we go. And the right shoulder is pretty much right here. We're forming right now, and ideally, $7.65, $8. If that breaks, that'd be the right shoulder really starting. That's where it's going to start completing, right? That'd be a big breakout on SoFi, which we're not really getting that quite yet, but we are seeing signs of it potentially coming right around the corner, right? So yeah, inverse head and shoulders, right? Golden cross on the 1-hour chart forming as well. But we just got to get out of the mid-7s into the 8s. The bulls need to do that at some point if they want to see a breakout, that is. And you could also say we have a cup and handle here as well on SoFi cup handle. You guys pretty much can see it if I zoom in, right? Cup and handle. So my alert's at $7.65. I'll do another one at $8. So that's really what I'm watching here in the short term. Mark is at or above $8, $7.65. There we go. And yeah, we'll see what direction we do end up picking this week after we've had a, well, pretty rough last couple of weeks, right? Pretty rough last couple of weeks, to say the least. So we can see on the 4-hour chart, to leave you guys with this, we're still in this wedge very clearly, right? Higher lows, lower highs. So now the bulls are putting up a fight, but at the end of the day, guys, we're nowhere near really breaking out on SoFi unless we do start getting above those levels we mentioned, 765, 8, 850, $9. If we start getting back over there, okay, now we're breaking out. But until then, we're in the wedge on the 4-hour chart. And again, keep your eyes on the 20-day chart as we have that cup and handle and inverse head and shoulders, whichever way you look at it, right? So that's a quick breakdown here on SoFi. And before we dive into the indexes and some other stocks that I'm looking at, don't forget to get your free stocks for Moomoo, guys, by using that link down below, or by going to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo, or by checking out the QR code right here. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000. And guys, the clock's ticking, so get on it. Use that link down below. And with that being said, cheers. Let's talk about some other stocks and the indexes here and kind of what's going on with some other ones here. So we can see the indexes, well, we talked about it a little bit earlier. We're in the red on the Dow, which right now is leading the losses, down almost 0.5%, which that's continuing to drop from last week. We saw Thursday and Friday. We saw a bit of selling on Thursday leading into Friday, where we had a pretty decent red day. You guys can see here on the 5-day, 5-minute. So the Dow selling off. It's continuing to do that here today. But that's after we just hit an all-time high. I mean, you guys know that. We just hit an all-time high a couple of days ago, so we're just cooling off on the Dow Jones. Pretty much the same thing here on Triple Q, which you guys can see a couple of days ago. We hit 449.30 all-time high, and SPY hit, let's see, 524.11 a couple of days ago, and now it's cooling off. So in my eyes, nothing alarming there, nothing worth really talking about extensively. And we have DWAC really starting to make a move here, as I believe they're officially going public. I forget when this is happening. I got to do a little bit more digging into it. But it seems like, yeah, there's a lot of talk around. Let's see here, guys. Donald Trump's media firm will soon start trading as oh my gosh, the ticker symbol. I just saw it now. DJT. Can you believe it, guys? DJT is the ticker. Oh my gosh. Donald J. Trump, if you guys, didn't catch that. But DJT is the ticker, which is just, oh my God, that's so on brand for Trump there. So we'll see how that plays out. Obviously, I'm not buying it. I mean, you guys probably know me at this point. As a long-term investment, I'm probably not going to buy it. But as a trade, yeah, I might consider it. Who knows? There's going to be a lot of volume. There's already been a lot of volume in DWAC. So we'll see how that ends up panning out. But that's pretty funny, man. DJT is the ticker there, and this is up 34% on the day. And who knows what's going to happen here with the election coming up. Is this going to go up even more heading into the election? Will it collapse into the election? I have no idea. That's why it's such a big speculative play right now, with it being an election year, right? So DWAC is up big time. We have GameStop up a lot. Looks like investors and traders are getting a bit excited, antsy, whatever you want to call it, for GameStop's earnings coming up, which those are on Wednesday, I believe. No, tomorrow after the bell. So GameStop is on Tuesday, today, tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this video, but they're after the bell on the 26th of March. So keep your eyes on GME, as now they're up 13% heading into the earnings. We'll see how that plays out, but it looks like, yeah, GME is starting to make a move here. Looks like Ryan Cohen stock trades with company's cash, yada, yada, yada. Okay, nothing worth talking about there, but we'll see if this breaks out, or if we do see the descending triangle play out, which obviously would not be ideal for the bulls. So what do you guys think about GameStop, of course, Sofi, the markets, individual stocks these days. Let me know in the comments. Feel free to hit the like button. You might as well subscribe. We're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers this year, so make sure you guys do that. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.